Oh, that's right. They just chopped off my ear. Cinder girl. Oh, when he did not, it's still there. Oh. Huh. Okay. See? I can't see it. It must be the hair. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, GenderBlenders. Welcome to week 130. A viewer who will keep anonymous asks, I would like to know how to tell my mom I want to become a girl. I don't like the puberty of being a guy, and I don't like anything to do with it. I feel like a girl. I don't like being a guy. So how should I tell my mom I want to be a girl? How would you answer her question? And what advice would you give? So that's a very tough question.
Well, it is, because it's, it's very dangerous to answer a person who is not yet came out and doesn't feel confident enough to come out, because they're still new. I've been there. I can remember how it was for me when I was 19, and not having enough information or knowing what the person's background is can be very dangerous in accepting information from others just blanketly.
Right.
So I think if this person needs to find someone whom she's going to be confident in. She needs to find a mentor, someone whom she can climb up underneath their wings when she needs them, who's going to be there for her.
Yeah, that's somebody that's going to be there.
Him or her.
Him or her.
Really
and it's somebody that's local to them, that they can feel comfortable with. And they can feel they're not going to breach their confidence. They're not going to do anything bad.
Right. It's somebody you can trust.
You need that trusted person.
Yeah. And there's some places that she needs to check. I think that
there's
some places where she can go to find that confidence of a person.
Mm-hmm.
And
so where are some of those places?
Oh, you're going to ask me?
She asked.
Well, you go to a place that's called Trans. Like, for example, I live here in California, so it would be transcalifornia.org. Or when I was living in Ohio, it was transohio.org. So whatever state that you are living in, go to that state. .org, and they will be able to supply you with not only information, but also with groups in your local area, and and someone whom you could find to talk to, who will ask you some questions about yourself, whom you could share in confidence with, much like you would your own doctor, and they will then find someone who best matches you and puts you together with them. So that you can start building your confidence and have somebody to fall back on. Somebody that you can call 24 hours a day if you need them. Yeah. So that's what I think that's number one. There's another place called Trans 411. Yes. Yeah.
So by the way, we'll put those little URLs down in the description. In the little description down there.
Yeah, I'll put that down there.
Trans411.org.
Yes. That's where you can find individualized trans-specialized therapists, doctors, and surgeons.
Yeah.
So, and they're in just about every state. So you'd be surprised at where you're going to find them. And then another one that they have in every single state, and they are nationwide, is the PFLAG organization.
Yeah.
So it'd be pflag.org. FLAG.org.
O-R-G.
I wanted you to say org. It's so funny when you say it.
Yeah.
I know. Org.
So, that's PFLAG. Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays is what that really stands for.
Yeah.
But
it's got like the little hat thing that you wear sometimes. E-org.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh, where's my E-org? I have a little E-org.
I thought it was E-org. Okay.
But there's actually a lot of information on that site too, specifically for us trans folks.
Yes.
And it gives you an indication of what our mindsets are and things like that. Because, as you know, if you're from the nature of the question, it's very likely that you could be transsexual and things like that.
Yes.
And it's very, very important because this really isn't a choice.
It's not a choice, and being transsexual is not a choice. And listening to your peer or to your friends and people around talk and people that you might socialize with is a very, very dangerous thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You should not get information that just by somebody just giving you blanket information. Blanket information to a transsexual is as good as no information at all.
Actually, it can be worse than no information at all.
Definitely. I know that, having the wrong information, stuff like that, caused me to actually want to kill myself when I was like 19 years old. And I lost a couple of friends that way as well.
Yeah.
Very dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, too many of our people have really despaired at being able to get something worthwhile out of life. And it doesn't have to be that way.
No, it doesn't.
Not at all.
Right. Yeah. And you should avoid coming out to your parents prematurely until after you've educated yourself and found that confidant or mentor that you are going to be comfortable with. Because, for example, you need someone, like I have, and like I've had in the past. And like right now, I'm facing something that's the scariest part of my transition. I'm facing going to have my GCS, or what you might call the SRS, with surgery. That's scary. I was born in a doctor's office. I was, never been in a hospital, never had a broken bone, never had anybody operated, never had stitches, and all of a sudden now I'm going in to have major surgery done. I'm like, that scares the heck out of me. You go through things like that. You have to overcome these fears, and it's not as easy as just someone saying, "Oh, well, hey, grow up, girl," because it ain't happening that way.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen that way.
So,
fear is really is nasty that way. So, so having someone that you trust,
right,
and having someone that's there for you,
right, that you can fall back on.
You can fall back
kind of like I have my sister here, but you got to be able to get up underneath, be able to get up underneath their wings and feel comfortable with them, because they will never reach your confidence.
Exactly.
Okay, much like a doctor would never do that regarding your information.
Exactly.
So you want to make sure that you're comfortable with them and have them with you. They will help you and guide you and be with you when you're coming out, because chances are you're going to meet with rejection.
Yeah.
That's about an 85 to 90% rejection as far as family is concerned for a transsexual. You have to be ready for that. Be prepared. It's not going to go away. I can guarantee you, it's never going to go away.
Yeah, it's very funny. You think you're not going to lose some people, and then you think that you are going to lose other people. Yeah, and you can't really predict.
No,
a lot of family will reject you simply because they're used to you as you used to be.
Yeah. Believe me, being yourself is one of the funnest things in the world. I can tell you that right now. I mean, you'll attest to that. There's a lot of scary parts to it. I mean, there's nothing easier. There's nothing easy about transition. You have to first overcome those first two hurdles, and one is overcome those fears. Finding the keys to success and for a truly successful transition is overcoming those first two hurdles. Yeah. Once you've done that, it's pretty smooth sailing from there on until you reach my next hurdle, which I'm coming up with. So,
by the way, that gets into, surprisingly enough, you're going to find that ultimately a lot of your friends do accept you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's surprising.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
It really is.
Yeah.
But you'll find that that's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people I think would surprise the heck out of me. Yeah, well.
That's true.
Yeah. Because, again, don't listen to splattering or what you might call, a lot of people call it splash or the local tides of people and things that they're saying regarding, what you are, whether you are accepted, whether you are, a part of the LGBT community. Because I can tell you right now, we have the LGBT and we also have the WOT community, which is the World Transsexuals. Yeah, hey, guess what else? Surprise! There's a lot of us out here that need to be defined. Those of us who have been defined, which haven't yet properly been placed. Yeah. And
so you'll see that down in the keywords down there for the last several of these things that we've done for GenderBlenders. Yeah. There's a little keyword called WOT that shows up. And that's for World of Transsexuals.
Right, which is where we're at.
Yeah.
So, make sure, remember, people in general populace and stuff, that they're not going to provide you with a good measure of information.
Mm-hmm.
And we shouldn't even really be giving anyone information whom is not came out and or still hesitant about coming out and or still has those fears.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find someone that you're trusting in. We don't know what your situations are. We don't, and we're not yet mentoring you, and you haven't asked any of us to. Possibly that's the case. Yeah. We need to have.
You need to have information. We can't help you without the information.
Right. You have to be able to provide that information in confidence with us for us to help anybody, because it's just too dangerous to do it otherwise.
Is too dangerous.
Yes, it is.
Because we don't know your situation, and if we give you advice. Yeah. It may be absolutely incorrect advice for you, for your situation.
As an individual. Yeah. Right. And another place that you can look up, which is nationwide, and they're big in every state, is the UCC, which is the United Church Coalitions. They're a good source of open open-armed acceptance and belonging with all of us here in the LGBT community.
Yeah, universally across the nation, they're pretty accepting of everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And so consequently, it gives you a very good way of being able to
find somebody that you might need. Yeah. So, anyway.
So that's pretty good, I think, for advice for this week. That's a tough question.
Mm-hmm.
If you do have any questions, you folks know that you can email us at GenderBlenders.
Oh, yeah.
Email us collaborators.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you find someone that you resonate with.
And I'm not in the collab list, so just email her if you want to talk to me. Email her to talk to me. Or somehow.
Her YouTube thing is listed down there as well.
Thanks.
So you can find that.
Yeah, so I'll be there. At the end of my trans in life is for you, but she'll have that down there as well as hers. Mm-hmm. So you can speak with us in confidence as well. Any of you out there who need help. Okay.
So that's it for this week, I think. So until next week, this is Steffe and
I'm Stephanie
saying
bye-bye,
everyone. Thanks.